Good morning and welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm your host, Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining me at MarketSite in Times Square is Nick Fullerton. He's the CEO of SportsETFs. We're going to focus on pro sports. It's a big business, and ETFs are taking notice. Nick, thanks for joining me at MarketSite. We love talking about sports and trading here, so this is definitely going to be a hot topic. Pro sports, it's a big business, and why are companies paying multiple millions of dollars to have access to the sports world?
Well, as you know, I'm a sports fan, you're a sports fan. It's such a global, passionate fan base that companies decided that they're going to spend their marketing dollars on sports and a partnership with a sports league. They're getting access to those fans and all the activities that go along with that.
So research shows the power of sports and the sponsorship relationship is a growth story. How can investors now tap into that?
Well, we've created what's called the Pro Sports Sponsors ETF, ticker is FANZ, which tracks all the official partners of what we call the core four sports leagues. So the NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball, and the NHL. So if you're the official car of the NFL or the official web service provider of Major League Baseball, you'd be in our ETF.
I think it's really interesting. Clorox is one of your holdings. I wouldn't think of that in a sports ETF.
No, Clorox is a great example of these companies that aren't affiliated with sports, and you don't think about sports. I mean, when you think of sports, you think of Budweiser, Pepsi, Gatorade. Clorox, through their Kingsford brand of charcoal, is the official charcoal of Major League Baseball. And it's just another example of a company wanting to affiliate themselves with a sports league to help them grow their brand.
And the top drink at the NBA?
Is Jack Daniels, which is through Brown-Forman. They're the official mixed beverage of the NBA.
It was so interesting looking at the holdings list. Now, what is the methodology behind fans?
So you have to be an official partner, so it's not just some company that's advertising or spending Super Bowl dollar ads. There's 73 holdings within the ETF. It's equal weighted across all those holdings, and it's a really diversified group of companies ranging from consumer discretionary to energy to healthcare, financials and tech. So it's got a really broad range of companies in it.
We've seen explosive growth over the past decade in the ETF space. Do you think that there's more room to grow here, or is it oversaturated?
I think we're still in the early phases of the ETF phenomenon. I mean, if you look at millennials, they're still really underinvested and hesitant to enter into the markets. But on the flip side, ETFs are their preferred investing vehicle. So as they start entering the market, I think you're going to see continued growth with ETFs. And baby boomers still use mutual funds predominantly. So as they cycle into the ETF vehicles, then I think we're going to still see growth.
All right, and to wrap it up, what's next at SportsETFs?
We're always looking at other indices, soccer, NASCAR, golf. There's so many different ways you can slice and dice the sports industry. And you know, everyone gets passionate about it. It's invest in what you know. So we're really excited about the future.
NASCAR would be a fun one. There's a lot of sponsors with that one.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Nick, for joining me at MarketSite. And thank you for joining me. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.